Welcome to Bisexual Disasters. I'm Zoe, my pronouns are she, they, and I am a bisexual disaster.
And I'm Dimitri. My pronouns are he, him. And if Jack Skellington was a fish, he'd be an anglerfish.
He's hotter than that. That's.
I mean,
Have you heard his voice?
is that is that your hear me out right there?
Yeah. I'm not even gonna.
That's the beauty. Hear me out. You don't need to give a reason.
Yeah, I'm not
You
even
don't even need to
gonna.
go into detail. It's just
I mean, have you heard Danny Elfman's voice though?
have I heard his voice on
There's.
repeat several times.
Oh, yeah. He has a really nice voice. I love his. I am thinking of the right person, right?
I believe so.
My brain is such a fucking bag of beans right now.
Are
Yeah,
they jelly beans?
it's only just one of my favorite movies. Okay, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
good. I just had to IMDb it to double check. I was like, I'm pretty sure I'm saying the right name, but
I had to wear merch.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
this
my
thing
god.
used to have like
No, you finish.
I was gonna say this thing used to light up because it's got like little lights and everything all over here.
Mm.
But the little switch broke off in the wash and
Oh,
dryer.
oh
Now
no,
it's
that's not
just
good.
it's just a sweater. It
Ugh.
doesn't light up anymore.
My zero blanket.
Yeah.
I got it. So I had one of those like sticky pumpkin flycatcher things hanging from this light,
Yeah.
and I got my fucking zero blanket caught on it a few days ago, and I managed to pry the pumpkin off with the use of some heavy duty fucking gripper pliers, and
Hmm.
like kind of pinned the blanket between like my hips and the kitchen side, and then just
Hmm.
grabbed the little plastic bit that the string was hanging from with the pliers and
Hmm.
just like pulled with all my might and managed to separate them and put the fucking flycatcher pumpkin bullshit in the bin, and then
Hmm.
just had my blanket that still had a layer of flycatcher glue on it. And I was like, oh no, oh, this is
Oh
bad.
no.
So I put it straight in the wash, which did nothing. And I was like, oh fuck, I don't know what to do
Oh
now.
no.
But my mom, ever the savior in, especially in crises such as this, was like, oh, just get some sticky stuff remover. And I was like, what the fuck you mean? And she was like, that's literally what it's called, sticky stuff remover. And I was like, okay, sure. So I got some, um, like, thank fuck for Amazon Prime at times like those. I got some.
Hmm.
It arrived yesterday, and I like it's the liquid that like people use to like get gum out of clothing,
Hmm.
remove like stubborn like label glue from stuff like that. So I
Right.
got some of that, and I like drenched the area that the glue was on the blanket in it yesterday.
Hmm.
And then the instructions on the bottle were like, you apply it sparingly. I applied it liberally because I did not want this blanket to stay sticky. I was like, no, this
Right.
blanket is not even a year old yet, I don't think. No, because I bought it this year. This blanket is not a year old yet. It's one of my favorite. I have quite a few blankets, but it's one of my favorites. It's got zero all
Hmm.
over it. Like, no, it cannot be ruined because it's flycatcher glue, which never dries, or pretty much never dries. So if I couldn't get it off, I'm like, this is just sticky forever, and my blanket is ruined. So I like drenched it in this stuff, left it for like 5-10 minutes, and then it says to like pat it with like a dry uh cloth or like kitchen towel or something. And I tried patting
Hmm.
it, and that did nothing. So instead, I like folded up the kitchen towel and like carefully scraped against the fabric with the edge of it, and
Hmm.
just basically the fly catcher fly trap glue just kind of like rolled and balled up, and then I was able to just kind of grab it with the
Oh,
with the
that's
kitchen towel and just like throw it, and
pop it.
then left it because it says like do that, leave it for 5 to 10 minutes, blot put a little bit more on, leave it for 1 more minute, and then like shove it in the wash. And
Mhm.
so I put it on, left it for another minute, scraped again, just to make absolutely doubly sure that I definitely got all of it off, and then put it in the wash, and that was a successful process. It is now glue free. It does smell slightly like
Sticky stuff remover.
yeah, which when it was like straight out the bottle smelled like something. I can't even remember what the fuck it was that I used to describe it, but I described it. I was like, "Oh, it smells like this" to my mom, and she was like, "Yeah, it does." And I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. When I took it out of the washing machine, it smelled like, even though I put, because it says to put like double the cleaning solution in the wash as you would normally do, so I
Right.
put like 2 of the cleaning pods in. I used some of those little scent beads that I always use, and I used a little bit of fabric conditioner,
Mhm.
and it still came out smelling faintly of that solution, and but it was a little bit more diluted. It smelled like someone had sprayed Raid in the room 10 minutes ago, and the smell was still
Oh,
dispersing, and I was like, joy. And just like, I was like, you know what, the fucking fly trap glue is off of it, I'll take it. Like,
right.
Febreze exists,
Yeah.
so does more washing machine cycles, so it's fine. The important thing is the glue is no longer ruining my zero
Right.
blanket, but for like a day and a half I was really fucking stressed about it. I was like, I really like this blanket, man. If this doesn't work, I'm fucked. Like, this is my
Oh
only
no.
hope. The fucking, yeah,
But it was
but
a
it worked.
success.
It was a success. It worked. And the fucking sticky pumpkin is, I don't know, in a bin bag somewhere,
It's somewhere.
burning in hell, hopefully.
Right. Or catching flies.
Yeah. Well, no,
Horribly
because I threw it in
diluted
the bin.
catching flies. Oh, well.
But but yeah, so that was that adventure. Um Reading update.
Hmm.
I cannot remember what my last reading update was.
I
I'm
don't remember. Oh,
pretty sure I had already started the Demonata series. I'd
you did.
finished the Lart and Crepsley series, finished rereading the Darren Shan Cirque du Freak series, and started the Demonata series. I 2/3 of the way through book 9 of 10 of the Demonata series.
Nice.
So I should be
Random
completely
question.
finished by the end of this coming week.
Awesome. Did you ever find like your little, I cannot remember what it's called, the long thing that goes into a book and saves your spot?
Oh, my bookmark?
Yes, that's the word.
Yes.
I remembered book, and after that, no.
Yes. And I have been tracking my
Nice.
still tracking my reading with it.
Because I remember the last time, like we talked, you were like, "It's missing. It's missing."
Yeah, no, I found it.
Where was it?
It was in the book. So when I read, unless I'm planning on reading to the end of a book, I will put the bookmark where I'm planning on stopping. And then, so like, say I'm here, like today I started roughly here-ish. So I
Hmm.
sit here and the bookmark's there, and then I know, whoops, then I know when I get to it, that's where I am stopping my reading for that day. And at some point in my many shifting of positions, it had just slipped down like that. So that's where it was. It was between the pages where I left it, but like an inch further down. So
It was
it
playing
hadn't gone
incognito.
anywhere. So I was panicking for no reason. But yeah. So reading is going well. My
That's
blanket
awesome.
isn't ruined. Therapy has been really fucking hard this month because we're a few days away from the 1 year anniversary of Bailey passing away. So
Right.
uh yeah, therapy's been real fucking hard. I have not had the desire to stream at all this month. Um I've pretty much just been throwing myself headfirst into reading and playing Veilguard. because Veilguard came out.
Valid.
Woo!
I've heard so many good things about it, including the hair physics.
Oh, the hair physics is so good. The fucking strand physics. Oh, I mean,
I've seen people walking and like changing directions, so
yeah,
their hair is like whoosh, 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 whoosh,
it's
whoosh.
so good. It's
I need to
so
get that game. I've been
good.
thinking about
It's
like what game I want to pick up for
mm,
like my little birthday treat to me, and
yeah.
I don't know which one. So I've been thinking about I'm like, what game do I really want? What game can I justify to get for
Yeah.
myself? So I've been like browsing Steam, and I'm like, I still I can't find it.
Mm. Yeah, see, I don't usually buy new games right when they come out. I usually wait for them to go on a sale and then I'll pick them up. But for Veilguard, because Dragon Age is one of my favorite fucking games, I was like, I'm splurging. I'm saving up and I'm buying this. And I bought it
Mhm.
the day before it came out. Like I because there was a whole thing where the community
Like
was like
pre-order.
pissed off because of some EA stuff. So a bunch of people were like withholding their pre-order until the day before release. And I was like,
That would cause anxiety.
sure, I'll go in for that. Fuck it, why not? It doesn't really matter. I can't get it any sooner if I pre-order it any day
Right.
before that anyway. So sure, I'll jump on this bandwagon. I'm not 100%. I don't 100% remember why so many people were pissed off. I just know
I
apparently
think
people were pissed off about stuff, but it's EA, so honestly, I'm not really that surprised. It probably has
right.
something to do with money. Because that's
I
usually what
know
people are
that
pissed off at EA for.
a lot of people were pissed off with the game just on the previews because it had a more like Borderlands-esque art style to it, and they were afraid that it was going to be too slapstick of a game.
I
But
don't
from what
think it
I've
looks
heard, the
anything
story is
like
still
Borderlands, though.
deep.
Because, like, Borderlands is very. Like, Borderlands
Cartoony,
and
heavy black
Telltale
lines.
have similar kind of art styles, but this is
Not.
definitely not. This is more like. I would say graphics wise, it's more similar to Baldur's Gate rather than Borderlands. And it's
Yeah,
really
that's
good.
fair.
I'm really liking it so far. I am maybe like 2/3 of the way through the game already. Steph has already finished it,
You
but
know, that actually doesn't surprise me.
yeah, but I am trying to be fair, the first week she didn't have work. So she was playing it like every day. And I've been trying to make sure I get in at least an hour of reading before I'm allowed to play Veilguard each day so that I don't get behind on my reading. But also I'm just really anal and meticulous and I like to get all of the collectibles and stuff, and Steph was like, yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that the first time through, like the story's gripped me too hard. I
Collectibles?
just need to
No.
like I need more story. And I was like, I hear you, but I need the collectibles. My OCD needs me to get those collectibles.
See, with
I
me,
need it.
it's almost exactly like Steph. I want to play through, enjoy the story, love every second of it, and when I get done, everything is mine. All collectibles, every option, mine.
I've already planned out my next 5 playthroughs. 6 playthroughs?
You're like, I already know there's 5.
5 or 6, I don't remember. Um, and I haven't even finished my first one, and Jamie has, I think, planned out her next 2. Like, just the characters, like, with
Man.
just, what our starting shit is gonna be. I sat
Yeah.
down and, like, because I want to do a playthrough for each class, and I want to do a
Mhm.
playthrough for each romance. There are 6 classes and 7 romances. So I sat down, so my next 6 playthroughs. So I sat down and planned out like my next 6 characters and was like, okay, so I need to make sure I have all the classes covered. I'll have to play one of those classes through twice, which I don't mind. And not the classes, sorry, the fucking the specializations.
Races?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're
Like
like,
subclasses?
so Kinda, yeah, sort of like the background. So like the classes are like rogue warrior, mage, but then no matter which one of those three you choose, you get to be like a warden or a Antivan Crow or a blah 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 blah. And
Mhm.
then those things, there's six to choose between. So
Okay.
between all of the playthroughs I have planned out, I will play every race at least once,
Hmm.
every class at least twice, and every of the specializations at least once, and then a different romance every single time. So I have planned it all out. I was like obsessed because yeah, fuck. I get so into Dragon Age. I could talk about it for fucking hours. I'm not going to, but I really could.
Well, I can sideline it a little bit.
Yes.
So a lot has actually happened in the past few weeks.
Ooh, tell.
My therapist is not around right now. They're actually taking care of their kid who was prematurely born and in the NICU. So like,
Ooh.
hey, I'm not going to be in town. I'm going to be like across the state at the specialized hospital for this.
Oh bless.
So, are you okay delaying? And I'm like, for a situation like this, yes,
Mm.
go. I didn't realize after starting therapy again just how the life would be as
Mm.
soon as you don't have that anymore at the moment. And like,
Yes.
yikes. Also, I have to be like cursed or something because last week at work, I ended up not feeling very well for a second. So I go to sit down. I freaking passed out. And according to one of the nurses that who were just, sitting there in the same area I stopped breathing. And I'm like,
Why? What the fuck?
I mean, I have sleep apnea, but stopped breathing?
What the
They're like, yeah, just
fuck?
stopped. And I'm like, okay, but I came around totally fine. They're like, yeah, after 20 seconds. And I'm like, but I'm fine. All is good.
Yeah.
What happened
Are you
later on that
though?
week? I fell and twisted my ankle and I heard a pop or a snap or something and I was super
Ooh.
stressed out. I went to the doctor, confirmed no breaks, no tears, all good.
Okay, that's good.
Then the doctor said he would have actually preferred if I broke my ankle because I sprained it, which takes about 2 to 3 times longer to heal.
Oh.
So like in
Yep.
between the bones, that like tissue and muscle that's between them that kind of keep it together but give it a
Mm.
little cushion. That was stretched so much it like injured itself. So
Mm.
now my ankle went from like normal ankle to like heavily inflated. So now it's like almost double the size of my other one
I
and it
am
hurts.
painfully familiar with sprains, especially of the ankle. So, oh,
Especially when it's your
I am
dominant ankle.
so sorry that that happened to you. Oh my god.
I think I think the worst part is for work, I am constantly walking through the entire hospital.
Mm.
Thank God for elevators. But it's not like a occasionally walk around. No, it's all
It's
the time.
yeah. Yeah,
And
I
then at
fucking
home,
oh, carry on.
uh, I was gonna say, and at home, the bedroom's upstairs. Then when you go
Ooh.
upstairs, if the dogs need to go out, you got to go downstairs,
Yep.
and then back upstairs, and
And then
downstairs,
if you want
and
food, you gotta go
upstairs.
downstairs. Yeah.
Uh huh. So my ankle has been like screaming at me. So I
Mm.
try to keep it elevated. Like right now, it's actually elevated on a little step stool.
That's good.
But
Oh.
you know,
Yeah, like I used to get a lot of injuries when I was younger. Like I had a lot of breaks and a lot of sprains. And when we finally found out I had hypermobility syndrome, suddenly it all made sense. But it's really fucking annoying because I can just be walking just across a room or something and my
hmm
ankle sometimes will just give out because hypermobile, and then from it just rolling I'll get a sprained ankle and I'm like, great, thank you for that, fuck you.
great. I love
Like I
walking
just walked
anyways.
across
So
my living
like,
room and now my ankle is sprained, thank you.
I took 6 steps.
Perfect. Yeah.
6.
Like one time I remember like I'd been sitting on my foot and it had gone to sleep and I tried to carefully walk across my living room, but my foot wasn't awake enough yet. And I took the risk too soon, so my foot was still kind of dead. And because, you know, and you can't really sense the weight shift
It just
properly, and my ankle just rolled. And I'm pretty sure I hit the
collapsed.
floor like a sack of shit. Um, and just, yeah, my ankle was sprained. And I was
Oh
like, if
no.
I'd have waited 10 more seconds, probably
You
would have
might
been
have been
okay. It
fine.
might have been fine. But no, I had to get up right then and try and risk it. And since that happened, whenever I like get dead leg now, I'm like, nope, we're gonna slap this bitch back awake before I go anywhere. It's like
And it's always the
absolutely the
worst
fuck
when
not.
it's asleep. When it's asleep and
Yeah.
it has that pins and needles sting.
Oh, I
The
hate
moment you
that
slap
shit.
it, it's like nerves everywhere. You're like, I don't care. It hurts, but I'm waking you up
Yeah. It's like, come on, I gotta go pee and I don't want to fall to the ground again. Wake the fuck up,
and
bitch.
pee myself.
Yeah. I'd like to reach the toilet if that's okay with you,
Right.
legs. Like, come on. Ugh.
Either way, we have a hilariously fun episode planned today.
Yes.
You want to tell them what we're doing?
We are doing drugs. No, we're doing. I don't know where that came from. My
Hardcore
brain.
drugs.
My brain is so not okay. Um, we're doing silly quizzes again. Um, we picked a few out from our list, and we're gonna go through them. Hopefully, a little bit quicker than we went through them last time. We'll
Well,
see
we
how
picked
it
far
goes.
less quizzes this time.
Well, yeah, true. Although I did have to cut one out last time because it was just,
So dumb.
yeah, it was,
Like we made it what, 4 or 5 questions, and we're like, what is
yeah.
even? I
I
can't follow
think I
any of
cut that
this.
entire quiz out. I don't even think I think when I was editing it, I was just like, ugh, just rewatching this makes me feel uncomfortable, and I think I just cut the entire section out of that episode.
If you have the original, you should take like the
Oh, I
best,
don't think I
worst
did. I
moments of
think I
it.
just deleted it.
Oh, I was gonna say if you did, just like make a best, worst, like little clip of those moments of us
those
going,
those
why?
questions just made me so uncomfortable. Like,
I
oh,
felt like I was losing brain cells every time.
yeah. So,
But
do
do
you
you want to introduce the first one or do
I was
we
gonna
already
say, do
know?
you want to do it because you picked this one out, and then we can
I will.
alternate with the ones that because you picked one, and then I picked one, and then you picked one, and then I picked one. So if we go with
Just
that,
go on
like
that
my little
route
dance,
and then turn to the finger guns.
so bisexual
All
of
right.
us.
Oh, 100%. I'd be surprised if we did something super straight. That would concern me. Titties.
Your brain went in a different direction to mine. Your
Uh-huh.
brain went tits, and mine went. I'm pretty sure I have done some, at least one super straight person. I was like, that's.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. So the first quiz we have is what Greek god or goddess are you? And this is going to be hilarious because I guarantee you, for some cursed reason, I'm going to get Demeter.
I
Only because of my name.
I do not know if you will get this reference, but my brain immediately went, Hercules! Hercules! Is that fucking Big Mama's house or something?
I think it is.
Oh my god, I haven't watched that film in like at least 15 years.
Oh,
Holy shit.
well, that's great. All
Oh my
right.
god.
So put in my name.
Yeah.
All right. You ready to start the quiz?
Yep.
All right. Starting the quiz. I wonder if the questions are in the same order.
Ooh, I hope so.
The question I have is where do you spend the most time?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. The options I have, which are probably different in order of yours,
Mm.
is in my room by myself,
Mm-hmm.
outside, a communal area like a family room or a recreational center, anywhere my friends are, and by myself, but somewhere like a library or a painting class.
I first of all, that was all in the same order I have it, which is good. Second of all, this is tricky.
I know. It depends on the day.
Well, I feel like I have to go communal area because even though I spend most of my time in this one room by myself, it is the living room. Like this is our
Right.
lounge, which is currently, please ignore how extra messy my background is today. I've been doing Christmas shopping and there's a bunch of shit. There's like even more crap behind me and it's all disorganized just to pretend it's not there. Um but yeah, I this is technically a communal space, even though I have kind of taken it over because most of the electronics in this room is mine. Most of the stuff in this room is mine, but it is not my room. So I feel like I I have to go with like the family room slash communal area option.
Ironically, it's the same for me. Like me and my fiance keep all of our gaming stuff downstairs in like the living room.
Mm,
We actually made it to where I have my little TV on one side, he has like the master TV on the other side. We have two couches back to back. So we'll just game together in the
that's
same room because
cool.
we can't find a way to put two TVs on the same side because that would be
Mm,
hella distracting.
I like
That's
that.
what we do, but that is where we spend most of the time. So that is the one I'm picking. Oh, the next question is going to be so easy. Do you want to read it?
Sure, we can alternate like we did
Yeah.
last time if you want. So this question is favorite season. Spring, summer, autumn, winter. I already know my choice is autumn.
Autumn.
Yup,
Just 100%. Like there is
not even
zero
hard.
hesitation. No. The next one. Do you know what you want? The options are
It's a
yes, I have
loaded
my whole life planned
question.
out. The other answer is yes, lie. I don't know. I do, but I'm too scared. I don't know. I really don't. And no, not at all.
I uh mm,
I'm gonna do I don't know. I really don't know.
I
Because
f-
I don't.
I I kind of want to go with I don't know, I do, but I'm too scared because I know some. It's the difference between knowing what I want and knowing what I think I could feasibly achieve.
Hmm.
There are a lot of things I know that I want that I'm not sure if I could feasibly achieve. So I think I'm gonna go with the
Right.
I do, but I'm scared.
All right.
Obligatory seven deadly sins question. Sloth, envy, greed, wrath, lust, pride, gluttony. Um,
Gluttony.
I
That's my issue.
lust. I
We're not going into detail. We don't have to.
I'm a very passionate
Whoa.
person, okay? I'm a Leo. That's my justification.
That tracks.
It's the only justification you're getting.
All right. Next question. Pick a color. The options
Mm.
are the color of blood, of love that hurts, of the overripe apple hanging just a little too far down from the branch. The color of daffodils, the sunlight beating down on you, always watching.
Weirdly, that
The
sounded
color of a cat.
creepier than the first one.
I know.
The wording on that.
The, the color of the cat at night, of the thing watching you from just outside your car window, of the abyss. The color of purity, of light that blinds you, of cold snow. But the color of the tree high above you, of the rind of a fresh watermelon, of the mold that grows over your corpse. That's oddly wholesome and also morbid.
Mm.
And then the last one, the absence of color, the void that is neither white nor black nor anything else.
I So basically our options are red, yellow, black, or at least really dark blue, white,
White,
green,
green,
or the void
or
of
nothing.
color, which is apparently not black. The void of color is definitely black. Actually, the void of color is black or white. The void of
Yes.
light is black. White is all light. Both of them are technically devoid of color. So I feel like the void option is,
I think we can count it.
yeah, like I feel like that's null and void, because if it's the absence of color, what is it? Clear? Translucent? That's still not a color.
That'd be
Doesn't
transparent at that
count.
point.
Yeah. Like the fuck? Clear isn't a
Uh, I
color.
I think I would default to yellow only because it's closest to orange, and orange is my fav.
I I'm torn between the cat at night and the color of blood, but I'm I'm not counting, like, just personally for myself, I'm not counting the black, white, or void options because technically none of those are colors. So between green, yellow, and red, I'm gonna go with red.
All right.
Because there's no purple. Who doesn't put purple on a color question?
I don't know. That's kind of a like if it was purple on there, I would have picked purple. If
Mm-hmm.
orange was on there, I'm sorry, purple orange wins. But purple would have won otherwise.
That's fair. Purple is my favorite color.
Ooh, this is a loaded question.
Okay, this one just
Without
says
being a loaded question.
pick one, and the options are the shadowy mass underneath your bed with the eyes you swear you can see when you come back from the bathroom in the middle of the night. The mysterious thing that peers at you from around corners when you're walking in the evening, watching every step. I don't walk big places in the evening, so. The face you swear you can see in the water for a split second before the waves crash again. The figure you see fleetingly in your dreams for a moment before they melt into the ground. The woman that you saw in the wood grain of the floor in your childhood bedroom that seemed to shift in the dark as someone walked past your room. The thing that bounds alongside your car on a long drive. You catch a glimpse between the trees rushing past it and it disappears just as fast.
I already know
Creepy, I
which
like
one I'm
them.
picking.
I I think I'm gonna go with that last one because that made me think of Mothman, and as we all know, I would fuck Mothman. Is that the one you're going with too?
So different reason,
Are you thinking
but kind of the same
werewolf?
concept. Okay, so yes and no. Yes,
Werewolf was my
because
second
sounds
thought.
like it. But also, most people who have gone on longer car rides and you're like not the one driving, if you have any level of like ADHD or anything like that, or bisexual, which I guarantee almost all bisexual people have done it. You imagine someone or even yourself like running along like the side of the car and like jumping over other cars as you're passing them, jumping over trees, anything like that. Just like this little runner mini game in your head.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
But like with a creepy werewolf that occasionally like, oh shit, that's a car. Nope, tree branch.
Yeah,
So that's what
that's
I'm
fair.
picking.
That's very fair.
But that's a question. Are you ready for the next one?
Mm-hmm.
How many? The answers are how many what? Not enough. More than enough. 12. As many as I need. None, thank you.
I'm disappointed that 42 isn't an option.
That's what I was going to say. Because that's just the answer to life.
Yeah. Life, the
Um,
universe, and everything.
exactly.
Uh, I'm going with how many what?
The same. Because there's not enough detail. I need
Mm.
to know.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What color is a candle's flame? Yellow, orange, white, blue, there is no color, or everything at once? Yellow. You went with orange, didn't you?
I went with orange because yellow is a color, but most flames burn orange. So
I just accidentally
That's
turned my light
my
on.
justification. What'd you drop?
Nothing. I'm looking for my lighter. I can't find it. I have a lighter in here for my candles. I was going to put the candle on
Hold on,
and
I'll
see
turn
what
one on.
color, but it doesn't matter. It's fine.
Orange.
I think between the two of us, we covered the spectrum of candle flames usually.
Yeah. Normally.
Unless you get one of those fancy
The,
ones.
the next question. Now I'm getting confused. All right. The next question is yes or no? The answers are yes, no, and I feel like this is a trap.
Yeah. I'm going with this feels like a trap.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Mainly because for some reason the stairs in the picture for this question, the like stairs with the what looks like kind of feminine legs, just makes me think of Save the Princess, the game, and pretty much everything in that game is a trap. Not sponsored by Black Tabby Games. Wish we were. Fucking love Black Tabby
Right.
Games. They're so good. Okay. Okay, this says last question, but it also says question 10 of 11, and now I really do feel like we're trapped.
Right.
Who do you hope to get? And the options are Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, Zeus, Aphrodite, Artemis, Apollo, Persephone, Dionysus, Hermes. Honestly, Persephone. Not gonna lie.
I picked Hades.
Fuck yeah. Also, that's kind of weird.
I know. All right, I'm clicking next.
Yup. Okay,
There's the trap.
that one's just a what did you think of this quiz thing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. It's read like this. Sorry, last question for real this time. What'd you think of this quiz? Doesn't affect the answer. So, honestly, though, I actually really liked it. It was confusing, but also had like very like direct questions with obscure
Yeah.
answers.
I'm going with it was okay because that color question was bullshit.
Who'd you get?
I did select an answer. Let me click next, you fucking whore. Thank you. Oh, really? Oh, that's not the worst, I guess.
All right, I'll go first.
Okay.
I got Demeter. No, not really. I got Dionysus.
Okay.
You welcome everyone with open arms,
Party
making
god.
friends swiftly and with ease. You are a fun person to be around. No talking needed. You throw the best parties, lie. And everyone is invited, lie. You are fiercely loyal to your friends, and you have the best taste in drinks, lie. You always have good show movie recommendations, and people flock to you when they're bored. Lie.
Hey.
What?
I got Hermes. The messenger god welcomes everyone, and so do you. You love to have people over to your place, and enjoy hosting parties and hangouts. To an extent. Small ones. You will befriend anyone, maybe to the point of being negative. Yeah, alright, hit me where it hurts. You don't. Hey, I've learned my lessons. I'm not as bad at making unhealthy attachments as I used to be. You don't know how to say no. Okay, rude. And likely were forced into learning an instrument at a young age. I wouldn't say forced into, but I did learn instruments at a young age. I wasn't forced into it. I learned a little bit of keyboard, and I was in recorder club at school. Although I think that was partly because I needed to pick an extracurricular activity or something. I don't remember if I actually...
Let's pick the recorder.
Yeah, I don't know if it was like required that I pick an activity or if I just really wanted to do it. It was many years ago and I don't remember. But I did really enjoy it. I fucking
All right.
continued doing that into secondary school.
So that was that one.
I'm not mad at Hermes. The chill messenger?
Dionysus is not who I wanted, but you know what? I'll take it over Demeter.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
At
On
least
to the
neither
next
of us
quiz.
got one of the fucking chauvinistic
Horse.
pricks like Zeus or someone.
Zeus. Right.
Or that one guy from, oh my god, I can't remember which character it is from Lore Olympus that I want to castrate.
It'll come to you.
It's been a while since I've read Lore Olympus, so I don't remember which character it was. I just remember he was an arsehole.
Right. All right. So what's our next quiz?
Are you a mermaid, vampire, witch, or fairy? Honestly, I will accept any of those. I actually am a witch. My, like, brand, so to speak, for, like, streaming and stuff is vampire, because I'm Vamp Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
So, but also, I swim like a mermaid, and I have red hair, and I love mermaids, and fairies are fucking cool as shit, too.
It's a win-win-win-win for you.
Yeah,
Honestly.
can't go wrong with this. To be
3 of
honest.
these would be good for me. 1 would be an insult. But we're gonna move on.
Is the fairy the one that would be the insult?
I'll let you decide when we're done.
Okay, that's fair.
We'll see what happens. All right.
Shall I start?
Yes, because I read the last one.
Got it. Okay, so the first question is, what is your ideal home? And the options are a farmhouse or a suburban home. Probably not realistic, but a castle would be cool. A small house in a tiny town where everyone knows everyone. Near the beach, whether a town nearby or along the coastline. Excuse me. Away from civilization. Away from civilization, maybe in the mountains, a forest, or behind hills. On a cruise ship so I can travel the world. An apartment in the city, or a Victorian home. I've always loved vintage things. Right up until I read that last one, thought I knew what my answer was, and now I'm torn. Shit. Castle. I'm going with probably not
See,
realistic, but a castle would be cool. Because as much as
and that's the thing.
I do like Victorian style, but a castle's bigger. There's so many rooms for activities.
And friends to visit.
And friends to visit. And within our friend group, we keep joking about we need to buy an island with a castle on it so we can all move into it. And not have to be thousands and thousands of miles away from each other all the time.
Right.
God, that
And
wind
see,
is scary.
as much as I would have done like the city one, I don't want to live in an apartment. I want a place of my own. And the apartment just kind of ruins it for me. So castle wins.
Yeah. Castles are dope.
Mm-hmm.
They're cold as fuck, but they're
right.
dope.
Right. Unless it got good heating.
True.
Anyways, the next one is while moving into your ideal home, you put on a movie. What's playing? I already know your answer. The answers are horror mystery, comedy, drama, or romance.
Horror mystery.
Do we? Oh yeah, no, me. I'd pick comedy. I want to laugh. I want to
fair.
have a good time.
That's fair. That would be my second choice. I'd be slightly more swayed to pick that if I was actually moving into a castle. Because
But you're
maybe
like
I
horror
don't want to
mystery.
freak myself out while I'm moving into a castle. Especially considering how many horror movies there are about people moving into a new place and it's haunted and then they die. So like maybe if
Okay,
I
but
was...
you're not movie trope locked, so like you'd probably be fine.
Yeah.
So
Horror mystery is it's a broad enough genre that I feel like I could watch it and not freak myself out too much. Just put like Child's Play or something on, that shit doesn't scare me.
Right.
Okay. Inside one of your moving boxes is an item you don't recall placing. What is it? The options are a bottle of wine. I've never been much of a drinker. A mug, the design is chipped. A flattened flower must have been a bookmark. An empty rusted locket. Is it old or tarnished? This is an obscure question.
Mine would be the locket because I have so many little trinkets and everything that I forget I own. That honestly would be exactly what it'd be.
See, I'm not going with locket or mug because those are probably the most likely things that I would put in a box. Because I have a lot of trinkets and I have a lot of mugs. Flattened flower is pretty realistic for me too. I think bottle of wine is the least realistic thing that I would place in a box because I'm not much of a drinker. And when I do, I'm not really a wine person. I prefer gin.
Yes. I tell people all the time, gin is the superior drink because it feels so bad, so good going down.
See, I like to, well, first of all, I always mix it with lemonade, not tonic water, so it actually tastes nice instead of like acid.
Right.
But second of all, I also really like flavored gins. And you get a nice flavored gin and you mix it with some lemonade, and I don't even really taste the fact that it's alcohol, which is not just really nice, but also can be really dangerous if I'm having a lot of them during the
Right.
night, because I can go from just mellow, kind of tipsy to real drunk, real fast.
Oh yeah.
Because
Especially
I'm a
if you
lightweight.
can't taste it.
But to be fair, while that is true most of the time for me, gin usually has a slower burn for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't tend to shoot from one extreme to the other when I'm drinking it. So it kind of balances out the fact that it's dangerously tasty. So that's good at least. But I don't really drink that much anyway.
All right. Next question is, you decide to go on a walk and end up at a split path. Which one do you go down? The answers are the far left. It's hard to tell, but there seems to be a shack in the distance. The left. A picnic table sits alone. The middle. It leads farther into the forest. The right. It leads to a cold lake with moonlight illuminating off the ripples. I almost said off the nipples.
I thought you did.
The far right. A dark cave beckons to me, or I turn around and go home.
I turn around and go home.
Look. The picnic table, obvious Fey trap.
Mm-hmm.
No thank
Yep.
you.
Probably same with the lake too. Although, oh no,
Yep.
that's I could
But the
see that
thing
being
is,
fairy or mermaid, to be honest.
I would go towards the lake because it seems serene and with the moonlight reflecting off it, it looks like a very scenic, like aesthetic place to like travel and then just turn around and go home. So that's what I'd pick.
That shack is Baba Yaga.
Yeah.
Definitely Baba Yaga.
All right. That's my answer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm turning around and going home. um Question 5. You arrive home and find something on your doorstep. What is it? Tea bags, an envelope of money, a bouquet, or a love letter? Hmm.
Realistically, for me, it would be a bouquet because tea bags, who leaves that on the ground? A love letter, who leaves that on the ground? An envelope of money, who leaves that on the ground? A bouquet, where else are you going to put it? You can't put it in the mailbox.
Honestly, I wouldn't put it past some of the delivery people in our area to leave literally anything on the ground outside. Some of them just really don't give a shit.
You have a point.
Um,
For me, it's definitely bouquet.
I'm gonna say tea bags, and not just because I'm British, but because for the reason that I just stated, I I realize I'm thinking too logically in a fantasy themed quiz, but I don't give a fuck. Bite me. Um, For the reason I just stated with my shitty delivery drivers we have sometimes, if I ordered tea, I would not put it past them to just toss it on our doorstep and fuck off. So, the most likely thing I think I would find on my doorstep is tea bags. Because no
All
one's
right.
sending me fucking money, no one's sending me fucking flowers, and no one's sending me any fucking love letters. But I would order myself tea bags, so.
That's fair. All right. Question I've got is question 6. You crawl into bed and turn towards your nightstand. What are you reaching for? The options are my book or diary, my eye mask, the lamp switch, my phone.
My phone.
For me, it's the phone.
Yeah.
I will leave that light
ADHD!
on all night. But that phone, I'm about to like catch up on some of my like daily quests and games and check up on some socials and then go eventually drift to sleep
Mm,
somewhere with my phone plugged in, and it's gonna end up like on the floor or on my chest, and I'm gonna
yeah.
forget about it.
Like, by the time I'm laying down in bed, my eye mask is already on my, like, forehead. I just have to pull it down. I turn the lamp off just before I properly climb in, and I already clicked next, so I can't remember what the other option was. What was the other
Uh,
option?
book diary. You do that
Oh yeah.
before you even go to bed.
I do that down here before I go to bed. I read during the day, I do my journaling before I go up. So the only thing I'm gonna be grabbing is my phone. Even if I'm not, which is very rare that I don't do something on my phone before falling asleep. But even if I wasn't, I still have to plug it in under the charger and I have to set up my sleep monitoring app.
Mm-hmm.
So
Phone
it's
it
the
is.
last thing I touch before I go to sleep. Okay, question 7. You try to fall asleep, but a burden remains on your mind. What do you carry? Oh god. The options are fury, I bite the hand that feeds. Melancholy, I don't know where it came from. Oh, I know where mine came from. Love, my heart is so full it aches. Or hope, everything happens for a reason. Oh, I'm torn between fury and melancholy.
Mine lands on melancholy almost every time. So
Yeah, I don't feel like I have enough energy at the end of the day to be angry.
right.
I think if my
Plus, I
brain.
guarantee you, it's not hope.
Yeah, I mean, being more accurate, my brain tends to go to Fantasyland.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my
Escape.
brain goes to the Feywild. I think about, like, book characters and stuff to try and distract myself from thinking about things that I don't want to be thinking about at 3 a.m. So,
Right.
like, but between those options,
All right.
melancholy.
Question 8. What do you dream of? An angel, I think, standing before me. I apologize profusely.
Christian trauma?
I am a muse, and I lay in the shallow creek. The painter's face is concealed by the canvas. With my friend, with our hands interlocked, we laugh and dance under the moonlight. I stand in front of a mirror, pearls and cloth coating my skin. My vision is blurry, but I can tell it's me.
Hmm. I
My
can't.
dreams are obscure as is,
Yeah.
but
I can't say I've ever dreamt about apologizing to an angel.
neither have I.
Um, the muse question, I feel like I know exactly what painting inspired that
Like
choice
answer.
on this question.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm honestly with how my dreams are, the only one that comes close is I'm with my friend.
I feel like the standing in front of a mirror, not necessarily the pearls and cloth, but the like not being able to like vision being blurry. I've had a lot of dreams involving like mirrors and things being weird with my reflection over the years. Haha, imposter syndrome. It's so much fun. So I feel like that's probably the most likely of those. And question 9 is just anything on your mind, which is just a type and answer, which is optional.
Mine is nope.
I've just put so much. Hey, let's fucking go.
What'd you get this time?
I got a vampire. You're reserved, but do whatever it takes to feed what you crave. Crave. You hate the sinking feeling, but can't help but hurt others. Okay, that's a bit rude.
Aggressive.
That's
All right.
I try
Mine
not to hurt
is
people.
mermaid. Free
Ooh.
and lovely, you adore the ocean and what lies beneath. However, this can be dangerous. You tend to see the best in people, but the currents can drag you under.
That's
Interesting.
fair. That's fair. Why was mine so mean to me?
I don't know. Mine was a little bit targeted.
Yeah.
Freaking rude.
Okay.
Also,
Well,
I
I
have been
mean,
posting my results in the chat.
yeah, I'm saving the results in the tabs and I'll screenshot them all later.
Nice. All right. The next quiz we have is what animal were you in your past life? Alrighty.
I feel like
You ready?
yeah, I feel like some sort of canine creature. Um
For you or for both of us? Because
at
same.
least for me, because my spirit animal, or at least one of my spirit animals, is a wolf. I also have a birthmark that is the shape of a dog.
I just have golden retriever energy, so.
Yes. I am
All
apparently a
right.
cocker spaniel.
Interesting.
Yeah. I think it's the hair. And then
I
like
can see that.
oh, there was another one that like personality wise I was like, "Oh, I think I'm this," and I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I don't know.
Question 1. Hello there. Pick a time. The answers are day, night, midnight.
Hello there.
Midnight.
Night. Midnight is too close to bedtime.
All right. Fair.
Question 2. Which place feels most like home? A field out where nobody can bother you. You don't have to worry about the cries of cars roaring or the screams of kids playing. It's just you and your thoughts. A forest where the trees blow. Mossy ground is soft beneath you. That's not how you spell beneath, but okay. And you can hear nature
Finesse.
beneath. And you can hear nature chirping and barking at you. It's calming, different from the constant bickering of your folks at home. In your room again, away from the world, a place you know the best, a quiet, calming notion, a comfortable bed, and you're free to do as you please, for now. With friends, maybe watching a movie together or having a sleepover, where you either always stole their bed or slept on the floor just for them. You stay up watching movies or playing Marry Fuck Kill. Fuck Marry Kill, but okay. Uh maybe going outside and playing football or baseball. Ah,
I'm stuck
I'm
between two.
me too.
Mine is in your room or the forest.
Same. I
Look,
feel like
as
the
comfortable as the room is, though, like the aesthetic that they describe that forest as is
yeah,
so
it
pleasing.
just yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with the forest.
Yeah, same. I just it calls me.
Right. All right. The next question is which describes you best? And each answer has three little things. The first one is sneaky, clever, troublesome, lonely, smart, quiet, hyper, ecstatic, kind,
I think that's supposed to say
or gentle,
ecstatic.
calm. I know. I just read it as ecstatic.
Aesthetic.
And then the last one is gentle, calm, and reserved.
I
I do
am
not
none of
think anything
these.
else describes me more. Because let's be honest, you know that hyper ecstatic and kind is me.
Yup.
So,
I I don't feel like I fit into any of these.
by the way they describe them, no. I would pick one from each. Like I would say like you're gentle, smart, and kind, but you're also reserved. You're not calm.
I'm not calm. I'm never calm. So that one's out.
Right.
Hyper ecstatic and kind is too peppy for me.
It's too extroverted for you.
Yeah, I feel like I'm between the. I feel like lonely, smart, and quiet.
It would be the
Maybe
lonely's a little bit
because
aggressive, but
I
I would agree.
I'm not very sneaky.
No, you're a little clumsy.
Yeah, and I don't think I'm troublesome.
I have not known you to be troublesome.
Yeah, I don't try.
You have
I don't
troubles, but
mean to be.
you're not the drama.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go with lonely, smart, and quiet, just because it's the one that is the least inaccurate, not necessarily because it's the most accurate, if that makes sense.
Right. Versus me, it nailed me like immediately.
Yeah. um, question 4, pick a word. Peace, scourge, carnage, prowl, or angelic.
I don't gonna be honest, of all of them, I don't I don't
Part of me wanted to pick carnage just because of Venom.
mm-hmm.
I fucking love those movies. I'm tempted to go with
They're
that
so
just because.
good.
But I don't know.
My gut says angelic is the only thing I would pick out of all of these because peace is too bleh. Scourge is like, what? Carnage is aggressive,
I
but
think
also same reason.
I think prowl for me because it's a toss up for me between peace and prowl because I do like my peace, but I do also like people watching, and prowling just makes me think of like people watching, and not in like a stalking your prey kind of weird creepy way, but in just a like quietly being a wallflower and just watching people go about their shit.
But there's something fun about people watching though. Like it's undeniable. People watching is fun.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
I would agree with that one.
yeah.
All right. Question 5. Pick something from my room. The answers are a collections or collections. A collection of crystals and shiny objects, earbuds, a small box of flowers, sound reducing socks,
Crystals and shiny objects.
earbuds.
If I was an animal, we've talked about this before. If I was an animal, I would be a chimera, equal parts corvid, lion, and wolf. I like shiny objects.
Yeah,
I am a crow. I am a magpie. I am a raven. I like the shiny. Especially if they are sets of dice or gemstones or
yes,
crafting
like
supplies.
100%. I want to find like really good gems and find someone skilled enough to turn those into dice. That would be so cool.
That would be cool. So question 6. How many friends do you have? And the answers are 1 to 2, 3 to 4, or 5 plus.
5 plus.
Yeah, I was gonna say, for once I feel like I can pretty confidently pick 5 plus because the
All the friends we have.
while I don't have like a huge group of friends that I'm like around all the time, the friends that I have
See one.
are of good quality.
And having a good quantity of that good quality is just
Mm,
hugely amazing.
yeah.
Not a lot of people can say that, which is weird.
Yeah. And even like if I was just to list off my closest friends, that's still like more than 5 people.
Same. All right.
It's at
The
least
next
7 people.
question.
Just my closest friends is at least 7 people.
You ready for the next question?
D&D nerds, man, we're the best kind of people. I am ready for the
Oh yeah,
next question.
100%. Quote time. The answers are: I would cut my own hand off before I reach for you again. Abandoned, but never forgotten. Gentle like words, but harsh like hands.
Each one of those makes me feel things in a very different way.
Mm-hmm. One's like
I
aggressive.
can relate so heavily to each one of those quotes for different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the first and
I feel
last one
like,
is for pretty similar reasons. The middle one is for a very different reason.
yeah. I feel like of all of them, abandoned but never forgotten is probably the one I'd pick.
I think I'm going to go with I would cut off my hand before I reach for you again.
Ooh, nice. I feel like I'm getting
Which
all like the shorter ones, and you're getting like the
could
like so
be
much reading on this.
could be about could be about a few different people for me. Uh yeah, also words can be fucking harsh sometimes.
Right.
Like they always fucking drum into your head like, sticks and stones will break your bones, but words can never hurt you. Words can fucking hurt you a lot deeper than sticks and stones can.
Look,
That's bullshit.
sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will live for me for the rest of my life.
Words will traumatize me until I'm in my 30s, so I'll recover
Look,
from a bruise or a cut from a fucking sharp stick, but I'm still recovering from words that were said to me when I was 4. So, that fucking adage that people push on you when you're a bullied kid in school is bullshit. Don't believe it. Don't fall for their lies. I feel like I should be putting a tin hat on. It's lies! Don't fall for that
really
shit.
is.
Don't stand for it. Words can
No,
hurt. They can hurt real
they
fucking
can,
deep,
and
and
you
that
should
pain
stick
is
up for yourself.
valid, and you should stick up for yourself and tell them to fuck off. Or as Jester
Maybe a
would
little more
say, as
tact,
I
but
recently started, well, I am now 25, I think, episodes into campaign 2 of Critical Role. As Jester would say, if someone says something you don't like, you say go fuck yourself. That was a bad Jester accent, and I don't care.
look, I never said I was a voice actor.
I was gonna that little PSA wasn't gonna be as aggressive as that, but then I remembered that I mean there aren't gonna be kids watching us anyway, so if you're old enough to
Still, as an
watch this
adult,
podcast,
don't listen to the shit they said.
yeah, if you're old enough to watch this podcast, you're old enough to tell people to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, because I guarantee you, you're better than all the shit they've been saying.
Mhm. But yeah, anyway, words can hurt real deep. Moving on.
Indeed. Next question.
Someone asks you for help. What do you do? The options are help them. I have more things to do than help them. Offer them a certain thing, see if that helps. You're too shy to help. I feel like, for the sake of generalizing, I'm gonna go with offer them a certain thing and see if that helps.
I'm a people pleaser. Help them is just my default.
Yeah, I would love to be able to choose that option, but realistically, I have very little energy just for myself and very little energy or means to be able to help people a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't drive, like, just generally, just like having a quick think of the things that people are likely to ask for help for. Like, I don't drive. I'm not good at lifting heavy things because my body is shit. I have severe anxiety. like agoraphobia, anxiety. Like I'm not much help to anyone really, except for I can provide hugs and a boob pillow, 2 boob pillows. Um,
The best pair.
but emotionally, like if someone comes to me for help because they got something they want and they need to talk to someone about, so like I can provide specific kinds of help, or I can
Right.
just like comfort people, or just offer the odd comment while they vent about whatever it is they need to vent about. But in a lot of other situations, I'm kind of useless. So there's not much else I can do apart from offer emotional support these days.
Womp womp.
Especially when most of my friends live like hundreds, if not thousands of miles away. So like, there's not really much I can do apart from emotional support. So I think
Right.
offer them a certain thing, see if that helps, because that is kind of what I do. I'm just like, you want to talk about it? You want me to help you fix like, find a solution to a problem? Like,
Let's do it.
how can I help you from 1,000+ miles away? And
Exist.
we'll see how that goes. Like, yeah.
Okay, next question.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is targeted.
Uh-huh.
The next question is, you need help. What do you do? The answers are, again, you're too shy to ask someone. Ask someone. Figure it out on your own. You'll eventually get it. Or use my logic to help myself. Duh. Yeah, I'm figuring it out on my own.
I
Nope. I'm not asking. I'm just. Mm-mm.
I
This is so targeted, though.
I was gonna go, you're too shy to ask someone, but I'm not. It's not so much shyness as it is I still have that voice in my head that tells me I'm a burden to everyone around me, which like delays me. But I am getting
Hmm.
better with the help of like having better friends around me and having a good fucking therapist. I'm getting better at actually asking for help when I need it. So I think I'm actually going to choose ask someone. Even
10 out of
though
10.
I don't don't do it as often. I maybe don't ask as often as I should, given how much I maybe need help with stuff, but I'm getting better at it.
All right.
My second choice would be figure it out on my own though. But like, if I can't and I actually get to the point where I need help, I am getting better at asking.
Hmm.
Um, and then the last question is just, did you enjoy this quiz? Yeah. The options are no, yes, and kinda. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
What'd you get?
I got a fox. And it's a little guy in the picture, and he's going, he's just a little orange fox in the snow, and he's just like,
So, what does
mm.
yours say?
Sorry, I was too busy copying the fox face. In your past life, you were a fox, afraid of others and afraid of the unknown. Oh, and this is past life? Wow, I changed.
Yeah.
You enjoy being, I think that's supposed to say, alone, but the thought makes you sick at the same time. You want to be with someone forever, just one person you can run away with, someone who understands how you feel. Maybe you can be troublesome sometimes, but somehow you can usually make a way around it, or you just pick yourself up and start over. There are things you should probably let go of, things that cut your hands and rip your spine. Let them go before they mangle you. Mangle you. Wow, that's really bad grammar. Mangle you too broke. What? Mangle you too much, maybe? Is what that's supposed to say?
Mangle and break you?
I don't fucking know. That's
I don't know.
but okay. I so I kind of like being alone, but also I really really don't like being alone, which I mean, I feel like that sums me up.
Yeah, basically.
I
All right.
love my alone time, but also loneliness terrifies me. So like, yeah,
I got a
that's fair.
dog. Shocker.
Aww. Is the
And the
picture
dog
a
is
golden
adorable, but
retriever?
it's no, it's actually not. It's this really beautiful dog and it's giving like aggressive side eye, like criminally offensive side eye. Oh, don't worry, I'll show you the picture.
Bombastic side eye.
But like what it says is, in your past life, you were a dog. You were energetic and playful, loyal to those in your field. Were or am so far. You would protect them with your life and bare your fangs at those who threaten your happiness. You carry things deep in your heart and you struggle to let them go, but sometimes letting go is something you need. You always there are what? You are always there for I think the wording is weird.
Mm.
I think it's like it's supposed to be you're always there for the people who need you. You're not afraid to do right thing, the right thing,
Why are
even
the
when
results
nobody
so
else
much
will.
worse written than the fucking quiz was?
You can tell they spent more time on the questions than the answers.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, what was that last
Oh no,
sentence?
I'm just dyslexic.
I mean, mine was badly written too, so what was the
I'm
last sentence?
rereading it, and no, that was just my dyslexia kicking in. Jeez, my dyslexia is bad today.
What was the last sentence?
You're always there for the people who need you. You're not afraid to do the right thing even when nobody else will.
Okay.
My dyslexia was just bad.
Yeah, my one actually does just have errors in it.
And there's the
Because
picture of the dog.
it says bring instead of being, ho instead of how.
Ho.
Some someone who
But isn't that
understands
dog
how you
so
feel.
freaking precious?
I'm one sec. Yeah, the last sentence of mine does not make any sense. Let them go before they mangle you too broke. Oh, that looks like an Australian shepherd.
I know, right?
That's so cute.
I know. And the bombastic side eye
A
there,
baby.
though.
A sweet, sweet baby. The
Do we have
fucking...
time for one more?
Yeah, we can squeeze in the last one. I'm just gonna, like, pop the picture of the fox in. If it will let me. It won't let me. Okay, never mind. I'll show you later. So the last one is how evil are you? So this one should be fun. I mean, we've already found out I am Hermes, which is fine, a vampire, and a fox. So I'm a
And
tricksy little bloodsucker who delivers
I
messages.
am. I mean, I'm Dionysus, a
When I
mermaid, and a dog.
when I put them all together like that, it kind of sounds like I'm part of the mob. Ugh. Okay,
I
let's.
think I'm just generally confused based on mine.
That's fair.
All right.
So, the first question of this one is welcome to the quiz. Let's start with a simple question. Do you think you are evil? No. The options are sorry, I just realized I just said my answer instead of actually reading. No, yes, I think so, I'm not sure. I'm going with no. I
I'm
don't
going to
think
go
I'm
with
evil.
no. Neither do I.
Yeah. I don't think either of us are evil.
Wow. So the
I
second question is missing an answer, and you'll know in a second. The question is choose a mental illness that I'm diagnosed with. The answers are ADHD, hyperactive type, autism, GAD, or PTSD. It does not have many of these as an option
mm,
because I am three of them. I'm
yeah.
picking autism. That's me.
What's GAD? Should I know what that is? Oh, Oh.
Generalized anxiety disorder. Never mind, I'm all of them.
Yeah, there should be an all of the above fucking option. I think I'm gonna go with PTSD.
Fair.
Um,
GPTSD or CPTSD?
CPTSD.
Ah, same. I found that out like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so much fun.
Ugh. Moving on.
Mm.
This is already starting off with a banger.
Yeah. Choose a podcast to fall asleep to. Aw. The options are Jenna and Julian, which that's not what their podcast was called, was it? Didn't they
No,
have
I
a...
don't think so.
Scare You to Sleep or MBMBAM. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I don't know, but it'd be Jenna.
Oh, 100%. Was it just called Jenna Julian? Oh, it was called Jenna and Julian. Wow. That makes me feel old. But yeah, 100% that's my pick. I used to watch that shit religiously.
Okay, this next question is confusing. I'm just getting the weird ones, okay?
You're fine. Go ahead.
The question is, choose a mental illness that you think I have. The answers are ASPD, schizophrenia, Alice in Wonderland syndrome, which I only recently actually heard about, and that's crazy, or BPD. I'm going with BPD.
Yeah, I'm going with BPD because I have that. That's my only reason.
No.
Question 5 is choose a villain to have a gay crush on.
They already know it's me.
So the options are him from Powerpuff Girls, Hans from Frozen, Silco from I don't know what the fuck he's from, or some weird chimera fucking thing apparently called Discord from I don't know what the fuck that's from either.
I only know this from TikTok. It's Discord from My Little Pony. I don't know anything about him, so he's not an option. I don't know anything about
Who the
Silco.
fuck is Silco?
My default.
Oh, it's League of Legends. Ew.
Oh, no. I'm defaulting with Hans because I can fix him.
No. You know what? Physically, I probably he's the most realistic. He fits into my type the most, probably, between the choices. But that fucking line of, if only there was someone who loved you, hit me way too fucking deep the first time I watched Frozen. I was like, oh, thank you for reminding me of all of my trauma in one sentence. So he can burn in the fiery depths of hell. And I'm going to go with, even though I went,
with him,
League of Legends, Silco looks the most my type out of the options that aren't Hans. And I have nothing, I have no idea who the fuck he is, but he looks like a vampire, and that's probably fine.
Oh, God.
And I don't think I'm him's type. Also,
I don't think anybody is him's type.
None of those are gay
aside from him.
crushes. Because as far as I'm aware, they all are, I am assuming, using masculine pronouns. So none of those
Except
are
for
gay
him.
crushes.
Him is like...
Oh, that's true. Ironically,
So-
apart from him. That's true.
And him is... Yeah. All right.
I should have gone with
No.
him just to say fuck you to the... Yeah, whatever. Too late now. I've already pressed next.
Oh, well. All right. Question 6. You are called in by a big organization.
That's how you spell it over here.
Okay. Organization. They take you in front of a TV monitor that is showing a large forest. They tell you that there's a large ray pointed at this area that will level all of it. You have to make a choice. Fire it or don't. Don't. Why would you just kill a forest?
Yeah.
That makes no sense. no reasoning
There's
or
no
logic behind any of
incentive.
it. Like, aside from seeing a large ray weapon go off, um, why?
Yeah, of course I'm not burning a forest. Like that shit.
That was an easy answer.
Yeah. Question 7. There is a baby bird that has fallen out of its nest. You find it and take it in, knowing that it is going to die as it is severely damaged from the fall. What do you do? Try to nurse it back to health, put it out of its misery, leave it to die. I know my answer from personal experience. Try to nurse it back to health.
100%. Like,
I
if
have,
you know it's going to die, you're
yeah.
going to make sure that the last few moments are the best moments of its
We
life.
used to have a huge fir tree at the bottom of our back garden,
Hmm.
and birds were nesting in it all the time. You'd get the odd baby bird that would fall out, and my sister was always rescuing them and like making makeshift like little habitats
Nest
for
things.
them and just kind of nursing them back to health. So yeah, I would definitely try. I rescued a think it was a sparrow back
Ooh.
before I got Bailey. It was when my neighbor, I think it was India. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was India. Their fucking Bengal cat that they had was always chasing birds and
Oh,
attacked this bird in our garden. And I sort of like chased India off and like it's because she was always coming over the fucking fence and just being a little shit because I didn't have a dog then. Um and yeah, I chased her off and I like scooped this little bird up, but like and kind of scooped it up with a folded over piece of kitchen towel and put it in like a cleaned out ice cream tub and put like a little cap of water in there, and it did not make it, which I kind of
oh,
had a feeling it wouldn't because um when I was like wrapping it up in and like adjusting in the kitchen towel to keep it warm, I noticed a little bit of blood and I was like, ah, shit, she punctured something. But I kept like I kept it there and just like kept monitoring it because I was like, maybe she didn't get anything
important.
important. And I was just kind of like left it there to chill and while I was like doing some extra research to remind myself of some stuff, but yeah, I think either whatever the cat did was damage enough or because it was just a little sparrow, it died from the shock of the incident.
Hmm.
Eventually was too much for its heart, so it didn't make it. But I still tried, even though I was like pretty sure this bird was gonna die. I was like, I'm still gonna try because what if I can help? It's just a
Right.
baby. It's just a feathery
I
little baby.
Back
It
when
was
I
so
was so
sweet.
young, uh, at my parents' house, we found a baby female cardinal.
Ooh.
And we tried, like, it had fallen out of a tree. Its one leg was like broken.
Ooh.
Like, you can tell when a leg is like hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And on those birds, you could tell when it's broken, when it's bending ways it shouldn't.
Yeah.
We did manage to take care of it a little, and it did learn to fly off. So that's great. I don't know what happened from there, but
That's good.
broken leg, but it's still managed to learn to fly 3-4 days later.
That's
So
good.
I know.
It's really good.
So I'm gonna go with try to nurse it back to health.
Hell yeah. Oh. Oh,
All
this one's
right.
timed.
Shit. Whoa, that got dark quick. Choose a hot lady. You have Jenna Marbles, Brittany Broski, Anna Taylor Joy, or Chappelle Roan. Chappell Roan.
Chabaroo.
Shoot. Jenna
Jenna
Marbles.
Marbles. Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
That was so panicky.
That was why was that so intense?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Question 9 is choose a villain to have a lesbian crush on. Okay, now I feel a little bit happier. There is a lesbian question in here too. Hey, this was made for us bisexuals. There was choose one to have a gay crush on, and now there's choose one to have a lesbian crush on. Equality. So the options are Maleficent, Monica. I didn't say Alexa.
I could just see you going, shut up.
Yeah. She was like, thanks for letting me know. I'm like, fuck off. Even go away. I've muted her so she can't listen to me now.
Good.
Yeah, so Maleficent, Monica, as in Doki Doki Literature Club, just Monica. Just Monica.
Mhm.
Just Monica. Savika, who I am going by the art, I'm assuming
Assuming
is
League of
also League of
Legends.
Legends, or Ursula from Little Mermaid. I have played Doki Doki Literature Club, so I feel like my soul is bound to pick Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica.
Just Monica.
Just Monica.
Leo just finished that game.
It's so good.
So
I want to play
as
the
soon as it's
plus
on, I'm like,
version at some
Monica.
point.
See, my thing though is the Maleficent is specifically the Angelina Jolie version only. And
Yeah. She would have been my pick if Monica wasn't an option.
only Monica.
Yeah, it's
Just Monica.
because I have actually played Doki Doki Literature Club. I was like, I have to pick Monica. She'll know. She'll know if I don't pick her. Even though that was at least one computer hard drive ago, if not two. She'll know somehow. That game is still in my Steam library. She'll find out. Monica will ruin my shit. She'll delete all my files. I need my files. I have 3 hard drives now. So many games.
All right. Next question. This is going to be hard for you. You are a man. You are walking down the street at night. There's a woman walking up ahead. As a man, you are aware that your presence at night might disturb a woman. What do you do? The answers are walk to the other side of the street. Give her a girly pop compliment to show you aren't a threat. Or walk faster so that you pass her faster. See, I'm gonna walk to the other side.
None of these. I'm just thinking of like, so if that happened, like I woke up one day and I was a dude. First of all, I'd miss my tits. Second of all, not gonna lie, I'd miss my tits. They're a pain in the ass, but they're squishy and nice. They're comforting to squeeze sometimes, you know, just like for myself.
Right. It's
stress
relief. I have
built-in stress balls. Like, come on.
I have built-in balls too, but they're not stress relieving if you squeeze them.
No, I can't imagine they are.
They'll cause stress.
I do that thing though sometimes where like I'm thinking and I'll just be like as if grabbing my boobs helps me think better. If it helps me think better, I'll just be like,
I've literally back when Vine was the thing, there were people like, wait, I lost something.
Like, where'd it go? I'm like,
it's so accurate
boobs help every thought process. But
they do though.
They do kind of sometimes. They do. But I think I would like, even though I bone because I have big boobies and I have a bad back, and those two things don't mix very well, and it's very painful. I do think I would kind of miss them if I woke up and I had a penis instead and no boobies. I think I'd be like, oh man.
That's fair.
But
all right, you ready for the next question?
No, I haven't decided yet.
Oh,
I'm trying to talk myself through it because this is a hard question for me. Because I don't think I would do any of them. Like I wake up.
You really weren't born to be a man.
I'm a dude. Like, I can be very masculine sometimes, but in my personality, but being masculine and being in a man's body are obviously two different things. So it's weird because I'm like, I feel like the closest of those three, even though I hate the fucking phrase that it uses in the option, give her a girly pop compliment to show you aren't a threat. I feel like that's what I would have to go with, because I feel like in like Courtney from Smosh style, I would probably ironically say something like girly pop in a overly joking, like sarcastic way, trying to be casual to try and sound non-threatening. Because if I'm walking at night and there's someone walking up behind me, if they speed up, even if they're innocently trying to pass me, I'm gonna get scared. If they cross over, even if they're innocently trying to do that as a sign of like, hey, I'm not gonna try and kidnap you, I'm still gonna get scared, because it's like whatever they do to try and make me feel better without saying anything in my brain is still like, but they've still noticed me and that freaks me out. But if they, like, some guy was just walking along and then made a silly comment and said something like girly pop in the sentence, I'd be so distracted by how dumb that sounds that I would be less scared. So as much as I hate that phrase, I'm gonna go with that option. That was like,
I'm like,
why was that the hardest question of the night for me?
I don't know, but I'm exclusively not going to the next question just in case it's timed.
It's not. So
All right.
choose something weird that gives me gender envy. The Okay. The options are dogs, specifically big dogs. Borzois, this is separate from dogs, shut up. Okay. Deer and other horned animals. Teeth, big ones. None of these give me gender energy. Give me gender envy. I feel like I'm picking deer slash other horned things, but for nothing to
I'm
do with the
doing dogs.
question. For nothing to do with the question, and just because I'm currently playing a tiefling in the D&D campaign I'm in, and tieflings have horns, and I don't really know how to answer this question or even process what it is it's asking of me, so I'm picking the horned animal because tiefling. I don't know. It's the only logic I got.
All right. Next question. Choose a song that plays during the moment that makes you a villain. The answers are Bank by Lincoln, Nothing's New by Rio Romeo, Wait for It by Lin Manuel Miranda, Fuck, Words, or Wake Me Up Before You Go Go by Wham.
I know only the Wham song.
That's the one I'm
I,
picking. So.
yeah, I feel like I'm assuming Wait for It is from Hamilton.
It's gotta be.
I feel like I would know it if I heard it. I'm just gonna like. One
Not me
second.
opening up Spotify.
Same. It sounds too happy. But then so does Wake Me Up Before You Go Go. And I don't know either of the other ones. I feel like I'm just going to have to go with Wham because I feel like that juxtaposition is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last question. There isn't one you just gotta choose, okay? The choices are 7 hours of sleep a night, your favorite TV show getting a new season, getting to play with your childhood pet one more time. Um, I didn't have any childhood pets. My favorite TV show, um, the ones that are in my favorites have either been off the air for so long it wouldn't make sense, like Buffy and Charmed, or have not long finished, like Supernatural, and really, I like the way that it ended. I wouldn't want
My
another
thing,
season of that. I think that ended well. So 7 hours of sleep a
when
night, man.
when it says get to play with your childhood pet once more time or one more time, my only thing is I don't go back to like super early childhood as much as I go back to like when I was like 20, 21, 22, I had this little cat named Yuna. She was such a good cat. She was a mouser, which is great. She learned how to do it on her own. She would leave them right at the bottom of the like ladder on my loft bed. So that when I'm climbing down, if I didn't look, I would be stepping on a corpse.
Ugh.
She would, when she slept, she would
Cats.
curl up on my chest and not like roll up in a ball. She'd bear rug spread out, like paws over here,
Oh,
back leg, and just sleep. It
sweet
was,
baby.
I loved this cat so much. I could, like, when I left for the day, I'd let her out. She'd roam around the little forest behind my backyard and everything. As soon as I get home, I'd call her name once. Within 10 seconds, I'd hear her going, meow, as she was
Oh.
prancing to me. I loved this cat with my life. And then when I went to college, I had her like outside the house. One night I heard like an aggressive like attack meow and like a chittering of like a raccoon. I never saw her again.
Oh.
No. So I would say 7 hours of sleep a night is interesting, but I would far rather play with her just one more time.
That's fair. We didn't have any pets when I was a kid. The closest I got to pets was the fact that we have a pond in our garden and frogs have been living and making babies in that pond for at least as long as I've been alive, probably longer. So I'm going with 7 hours of sleep because I'd really like that, especially if it's actually decent sleep. That would be nice.
Mhm.
That would be real fucking nice.
So you ready for how evil I am?
Yes.
0% evil. You're just a normal person. And to be honest, that's okay. We can't all be heroes.
I got the same result.
You know,
Woo!
spirit fingers. I don't think, okay, like, I know there are going to be specific people in the world who say, oh no, you're 100% evil. You're just blah, blah. Personality differences and past mistakes do not make someone evil.
Mm.
Continual decisions on those past mistakes and continue to do them over and over and over, that would be poor choices. Evil is a different thing, though.
Yeah, there are definitely some human beings that have lived or do live that come under the category as evil, I would say.
One
But
one being I can think of, but I'm not going to go into details. We're just going to,
yeah, staying away
we are
from
not evil.
certain political figures of the
Even
past, I
not
was
even
thinking more like serial killers. Like they're,
Ted Bundy.
yeah, to name one of many, yeah. Um, I'm surprised I got 0% though. I was expecting like at least 10. That's
How do
kind of
you
nice.
compare? Apparently, 30% of the people who took the quiz got 100% evil.
God damn.
26 got 75. 20 got 25%. 12% of people who did this got 0% evil, and only 9% of people who took this are 50% evil.
9% of people that took this are grey Jedis.
They are the balance.
Mm.
They are the rare.
Or actually, I would say Jedis are 50% evil, and grey Jedis are the not evil ones.
25?
Personally, because they're kind of on the side of the light, but without the only a Sith deals in absolutes, blah blah blah. Even though that's an
Because
absolute,
that's an
and that
absolute
is
statement.
clearly a lie.
Yes.
So I would say Greys are like 0 to 25% evil. Jedi's like 25 to 50, and Sith is just anything above that. I don't know how this became a discussion of Jedi and Sith and Grey Jedi. Is how I map it out in my brain. Blame Knights of the Old Republic for the scale that
Oh,
moves as you play
yes.
it.
That and Jedi Academy, which I loved that one so much.
I didn't play that one, but I did play
It
Kota.
it's a good one.
I'll have
Anyways,
to see if I can find it at some point. So in summary, I am Hermes, I am a vampire, I was a fox in a past life, and I am 0% evil.
And I am Dionysus, a mermaid. I was a dog in a past life, and I am also 0% evil, which,
Fuck yeah.
oddly enough, all of those together for me make sense.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm a
The
vegetarian
vampire
vampire.
on yours is a little bit
I'm a I'm
mm,
a I'm a little like mischievous but ultimately
not evil.
good vampire who likes to send messages. Oh
You
my
are a
god,
vampire by situation, not by choice.
yeah, I'm the like I'm the goofy silly vampire in a vampire based TV show that's just like I
You're the
don't really
comic relief.
have any alignments. I'm just like on the side of good with a little bit of tricksy chaos thrown in, but not to hurt anyone, just because I'm fucking bored. I'm gonna live hundreds of years and I've got to do something for fun.
Like passing someone a glass of lemonade, it's just straight lemon juice.
Yeah, like that's the vibe, but it's like I'm also that character that, because everyone knows, is kind of like neutral good. Like no one really bothers trying to fight me because I have no desire to gain power or fight anyone
Right.
or like anything like that, so I can be sent safely out to transfer messages and usually not get bugged by people because I am not a threat. Because I
Right.
don't try to be a threat. I'm just like, I'm just here to have fun, all right? I have to live for hundreds of years. I just want to party. Y'all can chill.
Right.
You can be petty little bitches and argue if you want. I'm not here for that. I'm here for fun. I'm
But
here to
this
see how
episode
many
has
books
been
I
a
can
little
read in a
longer.
million fucking days. Like,
Right. Reads every book.
oh god, that would be so cool. I wouldn't want to read every book, actually. There are some horrible fucking books out there, especially most recently in the erotica
Ugh, oh gosh,
genre.
that.
Oh god, it's been getting real fucking messy out here, boy. Is not good.
But
I don't like to kink shame,
I
but
think
some
this is a
things should
good
stay inside someone's head.
right. I think it's a good place to say happy with the episode.
Yeah.
So,
Little long. We didn't crack 2 hours, but we got close to it, but we
and there was
also
no real technical issues either.
only, yeah. But we also only did this one episode for this month because life has been life. So
Life is lifing.
balance.
Right. Either way, thank you for lending us your ears. If you want to find me on any kind of social media, it'll be Twitch as the Danger Bacon. I occasionally stream, sometimes in bursts.
Mm.
So I'm inconsistent. I apologize.
And you can find me on Twitch at Vamp Zoe or on YouTube at Witch Vamp Zoe, the kind that cackles. Um and it's better than spelling it out, man.
You're Which Vamp Zoe?
No, I'm not witch. I'm witch.
You're Witch.
Witch. Um
Witch Vamp Zoe.
yeah, I usually stream on Twitch on Thursdays, but it depends on my health, mental and physical. Uh
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's I feel like I'm forgetting to say something, but I think that's it. Yeah.
Basically.
Um
Um,
we'll see you
go ahead.
guys. I was just gonna say we'll see you guys next time. Take care of
Indeed.
yourselves. Take
Also,
care of each other. Yes.
if you want to leave us any comments, ideas,
Ah,
suggestions for episode topics, or if you want to talk about this episode and everything, you can leave
the
those comments on the
subreddit.
subreddit and on the YouTube comments.
Yeah. The links will be in the description.
Indeed.
Yeah, we'll see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. We love you guys. Goodbye.
Bye.